Hey, good morning. This is Jan from New York City. My channel name is Jan from New York City. Saves money. I love to help people keep their money. Happy weekend. How are you today? Hope that this audio video finds everybody doing well. Doesn't the sound of saying happy weekend make you smile automatically? Yeah, yeah, yeah. For those that are off, have a wonderful weekend. For those that have to work, have a wonderful weekend. Listen, going to jump right into it this morning. I want to talk to you today about my personal dollar store visits that certain things were like really, really winner chicken dinner, and some items are like, think I'll pass on them. Now, I personally have not been to a dollar store in quite a while. Why? Because in my area, my neck of the woods, they just don't seem to really have them. But I am talking about past experiences, and I am curious to know, and let me know this in the comments section below, if this still seems to be the case. So I'm going to jump into it. These are the things that I used to get that I never had a problem with. And I'm curious to know if that has changed over time. Okay, number one, I used to always get my shampoos there, hair conditioners, and sometimes in my experience, I was able to get some brand names of the shampoos at a fraction of the cost. So I recommend from those experiences and what I got at the outcome and value, I still would probably recommend that the shampoos and the hair conditioners are still winner shampoo. Well, not for dinner anyway. Cookies. Okay. Many dollar stores, they seem to carry the same brands of cookies. And I think that over time, based on some research from friends and family that still might, have access to a dollar store in their area, they still pretty much basically have those cookies that I used to get. So I could safely tell you that cookies, I personally have picked up some fun toasted marshmallow with coconut cookies, which is one of my favorites. I'm glad I'm away from them in a weird way. Toasted marshmallow cookies or a basic sandwich cookie. And sorry about the outside noise. And even if the butter cookies or ginger type of cookies are still available, those were really, really good. And, to pay a lot of money for cookies, I don't know. And is that like a huge priority to spend like a ton of money on cookies? But it's nice to have, a little bit of a sweet treat. Maybe you want some for yourself, or you want to put them away in a cookie jar in case you get visitors or grandkids. I like to always keep some cookies in a cookie jar in case my grandkids come over, because let me tell you something. I always have a fond memory of like when I would ever stop up at my grandma's house. She had a special cookie jar. I loved it so much. And just the fun of going into that cookie jar when I was a little girl. I always knew there was some sort of fun treat in there, just like an associated happy memory. Are you going to find the Cadillac of cookies there? No, which in a way is a good thing, in a way, because think about this for a second. The dollar type stores are there to make life more affordable. And we're just looking for a sweet treat. It does not have to be the Cadillac of cookies at all times. Sometimes extremely fancy and extremely heavily buttered type cookies could be a little bit too rich, in my honest opinion. I'm just saying. Does that sound about right to you? So, okay, so here's another winner to me. To me, the tea. Now, a friend of mine picked up a box of that classic black tea a few months ago. I still have it because I drink tea, but I don't drink it mainly. You guys probably figured out by now that I drink mainly coffee or hot chocolate. Believe it or not, I've actually had hot chocolate like the other day in the middle of July. I mean, how many people around here listening to this on a 95-degree day say, "Oh, I think I'll have some hot chocolate"? Hello, I did. But anyway, getting back to the tea, 100 classic black tea bags for $1.25, in my opinion, is still by far the cheapest hot beverage in town. I mean, let's do the math on that. For just a little over 1 cent a cup, it is just so worth it. So therefore, it is a good recommendation from me. Definitely. Next, food storage containers, organization containers, plastic bins, things of that nature. You still get a very good price at the dollar store. I mean, it serves its purpose. It's not something that you're going to eat, right? But it helps you. It helps you organize. You don't have to spend a ton of money on that. So I still have a thumbs up on that type of an item. Hazelnut powdered coffee creamer. Now I'm specifying that because the only coffee creamer that I've ever purchased in a dollar type store years ago is the hazelnut flavor. I personally had no problem with it. I've heard some people didn't care for it, but I personally did like it. I did try the plain coffee creamer once years ago, and that one I totally didn't care for. But yet, for some magical reason, the hazelnut for me was just a-okay and just totally delicious, convenient, and affordable. Instant coffee. Now, somebody brought me, I don't know, about 6, 8 months back, a jar of their version of instant coffee. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just like, it was passable. It was okay. I would never tell them that. But I'm just saying, just saying. So I keep it, in case of in between emergencies, if I run out of, my favorite instant coffee, it's there. It's nice to know that it's there. It's not bad. It's just that it's not like Yahoo. I really love it. It's okay. But if you're really like on an extremely, extremely, extremely tight budget, I would recommend that. Yes, the way a person can at least get that little bit of a coffee jolt. If they're looking for it. Things like notebooks, for example, notebooks, stationery, greeting cards, things of that nature. Totally fine to get stuff like that. I mean, some of the stuff is pretty cute. And, me, I'm always using notebooks. Forget about it. Oh, Lord. Especially, doing this, I use notebooks. But now I think I'm going to get a little wiser and keep my notebook expense down. I was just thinking of this, that, Jen, you can really use the little notes on your phone app. Hello. But sometimes I'm just, I'm an older person. I'm still so used to grabbing a pen and a notebook. So I'll keep a few trusty notebooks, but I'm going to try to cut down on my paper use. And doing that might be very helpful. But you can get those notebooks and stationery and still feel pretty good about that. Now, there are 3 items, okay, that I will never, absolutely, no way, not happening. I will never purchase at a dollar type store ever again. Hello. I bet you that many of you tend to agree with me on this one. Number 1, their version of aluminum foil. Ooh, the box might look like aluminum foil. You open it up. This is the thinnest, the one, at least the brand that I got from them. I'm not saying all of the brands. Who knows? Maybe they have better distributors now, better brands. But when I got them, it was awful. This paper did not work. It was flimsy. It wouldn't tear off properly. I never in my life saw aluminum foil as thin as this. Ever. I will stick to the better version of foil. There are sometimes you just got to go for that, extra little bit, and it's just so worth it. The next thing that I find totally inferior, in my opinion, are their version of black trash bags. Those garbage bags. Not good. Very, very flimsy, breaks easily. I feel like I, threw my money away. Maybe for like a lightweight version of paper garbage in there or something. You can't put anything like of anything seriously heavier in those. They're just flimsy. Honestly, I would nix on the garbage bags from those stores. Maybe things have changed since then. Let me know in the comment section below. By the way, as we go along, if you're finding value in this video, don't hesitate to smash down the like button. I do appreciate that. And here's another item I refuse to ever get. It just makes you think you're getting value. It's like this big trickery. Their idea of the bathroom tissue. Whoa, 12 rolls for X number of whatever price. And a person who's not familiar with this trick looks at it and goes, wow, I'm getting a deal. Not getting a deal, because it feels like very often the paper, goes down very quickly. If you have a family, it really just like flies out the window. There is no value. Even the paper itself is kind of weird. So that's just my opinion. Hey, how do you feel about all this stuff? Let me know in the comment section below. Hey, listen, thank you everybody for being here. I really do appreciate it. I have a little bit of a note reminder for you for tonight, especially. Tonight is July 16th. If you're hearing this in the future, you could always go back to that video. Tonight, don't hesitate, and I'm inviting you to go over a very, very special show. You have to go to the Sensible Living with Money Mom channel, 9 p.m. It's going to premiere 9 p.m. Eastern. And Money Mom and I, we interviewed Prepper Princess. Can I tell you? That show is so value-packed with such gems of really great savings, tips, and tricks. I'm telling you, it was just like a wonderful experience. And you're all invited to go there. Hey, thanks so much for being here. Have an amazing day today. Take good care. Bye-bye.